Okay, hi guys. Welcome back. This is Lee from the market. I realized on the way home from the last time I met with Ruth and Susan that I had forgotten to tell you a couple of things. And so my remarks today actually are bookends to the video that I sent earlier. I realized that I forgot to tell you something at the beginning, and I forgot to tell you something at the end. So when you're getting started to be a protein vendor at the market, I forgot to mention how important it is to set yourself up right away for multiple streams of income, right? Because local food markets typically in our region are very seasonal affairs. But unfortunately, our bills are not seasonal. So we need to find a way to generate multiple streams of income so that when the market season is essentially over, you have avenues for continued sales. Something that will help you do that is something called GAP certification. Can you see this, Miss Ruth?
Yep.
So GAP just stands for Good Agricultural Practices. And really what it is a formalized, bureaucratically stamped, let's be honest, farm safety plan. Of course, all of everybody who is interested in selling food to the public assumes a certain amount of risk, a certain amount of liability. And so anybody that's started down this path has already had a consultation with an extension agent or something about how to make sure that the risk is minimized. And GAP certification is one of the ways that you can assure your customers that you're doing everything you're supposed to do to keep them safe. It also will enable you to sell into different markets that you cannot do without this certification, such as farm to school, farm to preschool. You can sell to universities and colleges. You can sell to hospitals, different institutional markets. Lots and lots of those require GAP certification. 15 years ago, when this was first imagined, GAP certification was really expensive. The state has figured this out now, and they figured out that it was a barrier to participation, and it's not in anybody's interest to create these kinds of barriers, particularly for us agricultural counties. So now our state provides grant funds, up to $800 or $900 to get you all situated with this certification. So I have all the paperwork in the office for this, and I'm sure we can find it on the NCDA website if we need to. So if you guys are interested in pursuing this, just let me know. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is after you're set up, you have your website. Oh, I meant to tell you about this. This is my tech friends, my children's young tech friends suggested this website platform. It's free. It's very user-friendly. And so I suggest you check this out. Okay, the second thing I wanted to talk to you about is after you have set up your table, you know your story, you have your price list, you know what your sale items are, and you're ready to meet customers for the market day. It's really, really important that you learn to do something that we call anticipating customers' needs. So I know all of you have had the occasion where you're sampling beef tips or something, and you're talking to a customer, and they say, "Oh man, these are delicious, but I'm not going home right now, so I'll come back next week." So here's a great opportunity for you, knowing that you're going to encounter these kinds of situations, to anticipate their needs. So I suggest that you go and get some of these market bags that look like this, but that are foil insulated. Sometimes you can find these things at Aldi's for $3. I have shopped the Aldi's closest to me, and I have not found them. But several friends of mine who live in South Charlotte say some of the Aldi's do carry them. You can also find them on Amazon. They're not very expensive, but they're worth their weight in gold because, as you might imagine, If your customer says, geez, these are delicious, but I'm not going right home, all you have to do is say, well, no problem, I have you covered. You whip this out, you take her whatever it is she's interested in purchasing, you wrap it in some newspaper with your cold packs, you put it in this bag, and you hand it to her. Of course, it's got your logo on it, it's got your website, your phone number, your email address, it's got all of your contact information on it, and you hand it to her and you say, have a nice day. As long as you're home within 2 to 3 hours, you'll be just fine. So what's going to happen now, of course, is not only have you made a sale, you've made a customer for life, right? And they're going to go home and tell everybody they know. So keep track of these expenses. This is probably be taken out of your taxes, right? This is all cost of doing business. It wouldn't hurt to keep 1 or 2 of these with you on hand every market day. So I hope these tips are helpful for you, and I will record some more as I learn new things to help us be successful at the market. Thanks.